Yeah, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duel Links Academy video. I'm Viper, and I'm here with Connor.
Yo, how's it going?
Um, we hope you guys enjoyed our last video on ice barriers. Um, Real fun deck to use. And we've got another deck breakdown. And shout out to Pap for making this deck. Um, if anyone doesn't know, Papatrix uploads, well, obviously Master Duel and Duel Links. So we've decided to build his Ice Barrier deck. Um, and also in this one, we've decided to build his Shooting Star Dragon build with you say. So this is what the build looks like. So you got your 3 Junk Synchron, 3 Junk Converter, 2 Rush Warrior, 2 Drill Synchron, Monster Reborn, 3 MST, 3 Tuning, and 3 Synchro Chase. And we've added Tretch because, as Pep said, you're not running any traps, so why not? Um, Obviously, and extra decks: Stardust Warrior, Shooting Star Dragon, Junk Destroyer, Stardust Dragon, Junk Warrior, Jet Warrior, and Crystron Amatrix. And the skill we're using is Shooting Star Road, which basically says at the beginning of the duel, you place 1 junk converter to your graveyard. In addition, you control a Stardust Dragon, play Formula Synchron to the field from outside your deck. Then you can place 3 tuners to the top of your deck. From outside your deck, you can special summon Wind, Dragon type Synchro monsters or Warrior Synchro monsters until at the end of your opponent's next turn. This skill can only be used once per duel. If you begin the duel with a deck that follows the conditions below, your deck contains at least 8 junk or synchron monsters. Your extra deck contains at least 1 shooting star dragon and at least 4 junk, synchron, or stardust monsters.
The skill got a somewhat recent buff, which added the 3 tuners to the top of your deck, which helps out with OTKs a lot as well. So
Uh, s
that's a big
yes,
plus.
yeah, a lot more consistent. So, well, uh, basically, I'm pretty sure all these is all structure deck. Oh no, you can get it from a structure deck or the Secrets of the Ancients. Uh, Structure deck for Converter, Feature Horizon for Rush Warrior, Aerial Assault or the King of a Million for Drill Synchron. Obviously, everyone's handed Monster Reborn, and we all know what it does, but we'll get through the skills in it. Obviously, MSD's in Atomic Theory, uh,
Painting,
is in the
King,
King of a Million,
Synchro Chase,
is in the Structure deck, so you'll have to buy the Structure deck 3 times. And Treacherous is in Vision of Us. Now your extra deck,
it's in the
st-
latest mini box.
Stars of Synchro.
Everyone's got Shooting Star Dragon,
That area everyone gets given this.
Junk,
Uh, Revolution Beginning.
Stardust,
Structure deck. Junk Warriors. Synchro
Structure Deck.
Connection. 2 structure decks.
Wow.
So it's actually nice. So it doesn't matter which one you buy, but you obviously want to buy the Shooting Star Road one. And
Jet Warrior.
Jet Warrior. Jet Warrior is in the Aerial Assault. Pretty busted for what it can do for a rare, but either way. And Crystron Amatrix is in Cybernetic Rebellion or Fantastic Arc. So if you've gone through the latest mini box, Stardust Warrior is a great card to have, but we'll get through the plays in a second. So basically,
We've got 6 ways to get our play started with 3 junk synchron plus 3 tuning. If we have tuning in the hand but we don't have a junk synchron, just activate tuning and we're able to get our plays going.
yeah, so as Connor just said, yeah, obviously you'd activate tuning and it sends the top card of your you send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. And then basically normal summon, its effect will activate, then you bring converter,
From your graveyard,
and
then
then
you go into
you can have
Junk Warrior,
or
then
or
Stardust.
or Emitrix. Either way is fine. Um, Normally you just use the Emitrix to put their monster in defense if it's special summon, if it's special summoned, which you'll see. I'm pretty sure I did it in one of the replays.
I
Then you go,
believe.
yeah. So then you go into Stardust, and then you activate Shooting Star Road, and then put what is that? Once
Synchron on the field
it
plus
puts
3 tuning top of the deck.
puts Formula Synchron, and then you go into Shooting. You can either go into Shooting Star, or you can go to Stardust Warrior. Um, Converter, you can actually discard this to add a Synchron monster from your deck to your hand. So if you pull a Converter and say a Duel Synchron, activate, and then you can bring Junk Synchron to your hand. So it's another way to bring Junk Synchron to your hand.
A lot of
Um,
ways to get your play going.
so Rush is actually a good card. Um, Basically, if you attack or you get attacked, you can actually discard this to um, increase your attack by 3k. It
Which is a lot.
So that does help in tight situations.
I
Dual Synchron,
think we use that effect as well, being attacked into.
but it only does it for warrior type synchro. So yeah, Junk Destroyer, you Junk Warrior, you Jet Warrior, and not not Emitrix. Emitrix it doesn't work with Emitrix, but yeah, Junk Warrior, Junk Destroyer, and your Jet Warrior. So they're basically Dual Synchrons is if a warrior monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent once per turn. When you inflict battle damage to your opponent with this effect, you can draw one card.
We never really used drill synchron.
But I would say, come in handy if you need it. Obviously, you know what Monster Reborn does. It's another way
Especially
to bring in your Stardust or your Shooting Star if something happens to it. Obviously, we know what MST does. We've explained what tuning does. So yeah, so
Synchro Chase makes your synchron Stardust Warrior monsters effects unchainable.
so
So
they cannot they cannot this cannot be interrupted.
so you activate one of your monsters' effects. They can't use anything that chains like Fiendish Chain, nothing like that that targets. So super safe, but that doesn't stop Floodgate or other cards like that.
Uh,
But yeah,
And we know what Treacherous does. If you have no traps in your graveyard, you can target two monsters in the field and destroy it. This is more just of a backup in case you don't draw any of the cards to start your play.
we'll showcase that in one of the replays as well.
Um, so Stardust Warrior is an actually good card. So obviously, when it's synchro summoned, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, you can tribute this card and negate it. and if you do destroy that monster or monsters,
It doesn't work with fusion summons, though, that we found out.
and then during the end phase, if you had used this effect, he comes back, which is
Pretty
actually pretty
sick,
nice. This would be your turn one play. Um, i-
usually.
your turn one play if you go first. And then basically this it doesn't matter how this card leaves the field and goes to the graveyard. If it is sent to the graveyard, um, basically you can then summon in Jet Warrior, and then Jet Warrior you can actually send monsters back to the hand. You can send one monster back to the hand, which is actually pretty neat.
Which is also a safety as well.
Um, so when this card's in the graveyard, you can actually special summon this. You can tribute one level two or lower monster, um, and then special summon this card in defense, but it's banished when it leaves the field.
I believe we did this as well. I believe.
Yeah, so it stays on the field, but when it gets taken off the field the next time, it's banished straight away. So
Which is fun.
it's good defense until if they destroy all your cards. It's a good way to stall out a turn. Junk Shooting Star. We all know what Shooting Star does. You can excavate the top five cards of your deck, shuffle them back in, but
Given the skill, you're guaranteed 3 attacks,
and
which
obviously
costs
its other effect is if they do try to destroy this card by card effect, you can negate it. You can negate it, and that card is destroyed. And then basically, if you get if your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this and the target monster until the end phase. So if they
basically
use
the Galaxy Eyes effect.
like if you go up against the hero deck and they use Great Tornado, when this comes back to the field, it will have its original attack. So that's actually pretty decent. Junk Destroyer, when this is synchro summoned, you can pop as many cards as you use of non-tuner monsters used for the synchro summon. So that's another way to pop cards. Obviously, we all know what Stardust Dragon does. You can negate. You contribute this card to negate an activation, and then during the end phase, if the effect was activated and it was not negated, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, which is nice. Uh, Junk Warrior, if this card is synchronous, it gains two attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. Um, we've explained what Jet Warrior does. And Emitrix on Synchro Summon. Any monsters that are being special summoned are automatically put in defense.
We activated this effect in a duel as well, which helped out a lot.
So this is the build. We hope you guys
Pretty
enjoy the replays.
sick, pretty consistent as well. Let's
We'll start from the bottom here. We did get some sort of entertaining duels. There were some duels where
They were just blowouts, but you can't really control that.
so we just show you what to do in different types of situations.
We just drew not a great hand, but we drew into treacherous here. This guy had a cipher deck.
Yeah, so me, this I would not have lasted another turn had I not destroyed two of his monsters. And then I drop, top deck tuning, and we go for our plays, but this dude bounces.
Any bring back junk converter, go into junk warrior, brings back junk synchron. Go into Stardust Dragon, activate the skill.
Let's
Formula
show you a little little animation here.
Pretty. Shooting Star Road adds 3 turnings to the top. Shooting Star Dragon.
We'll give you another animation of Shooting Star Dragon. It actually does look nice.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4.
4 attacks, but oh, he didn't score. Oh, I actually thought he bounced. But yeah, nonetheless, it's another good way to get OTKs.
Having the new synchro helps out a lot with first turn plays.
This guy actually bricked. So basically, here's an example of how you do an OTK.
Another one. I don't know why this dude just summoned it face up and not defense, but whatever.
Either way, even if he summoned it in defense, he still would have lost.
Indeed.
So he just brought another junk synchron just in case something happens, but we always try to set ourselves up for the next play just in case they stop it or it gets negated.
1, 2, 3, 4 again.
So it's very consistent. Obviously, we did destroy someone using Kite Road.
Yep. With this build, you're almost guaranteed to always get 4 attacks off, it seems like.
Oh, this is a nice hero deck.
We go first. We drew our opening play. We had MST as well, we set that. Junk Warrior brings in Junk Synchron.
I did do a misplay that you'll see coming up. I forgot. Rush Warrior's effect only has to do with Battle of Monster. I think it was this one.
I think that was the next door.
So basically, this guy does not read Stardust Warrior's card. He reads the card and tries to pop it in a second.
Elemental Hero Core. Bloody Parent Guardian. He main deck Skyscraper, whatever.
And this is Jet Warrior's effect. And then Rush Warrior. Oh no, it's another duel.
Go into our play again. Junk Destroyer.
This is.
There we brought back Jet Warrior.
He scoops. That was actually a duel. Where I thought he was gonna top deck a Miracle Fusion or a Super Poly, but turned out he had nothing. Here's another hero deck. No, it's the same one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, my bad, boys. I know that was another hero deck. Um,
And streak 3 right here. Not a bad.
this is Gravekeepers.
Yeah, this is Gravekeepers. Surprisingly, he didn't top deck Necro Valley. We would have been kind of screwed.
So this dude, believe it or not, he survived all
3,
three attacks.
1. Gravekeeper's Spy. Gravekeeper's Spy. Nobleman. Jesus Christ, eh?
And I don't know why he didn't attack. I think because he realised the effect. And then we actually make another play and go into Junk Destroyer.
Yeah,
And
he couldn't really win this no matter what play he did here.
and Emitrex's effect puts it in defense. And we popped. As soon as we went to go popper, he bounced straight away because he just knew that there was nothing that he could have done. Um, I think the last one is we're going to show you how you can survive, how you can beat. Like this guy uses Kite Roy, so obviously he doesn't read. He obviously didn't know Shooting Star Dragon's effect. We could attack 4 times, and he used Kite Roy, but it wasn't enough to save him. I believe this is another hero deck, and Treacherous and MST.
Summon Blazeman, going to Naval Master. We decided to take that 26. That's fine.
And then we top deck 2.
Deck. We took a chance. And it paid off. Junk Destroyer.
This is so
That was that
it was
misplay you
this duel
talked about.
where I made this misplay and thought that it works when you attack into directly, but it's only monsters. But as you saw in the last hero deck, this having this in your hand, it's obviously does
It's
come
a
in
nice
handy.
prep.
And we gave him Miracle Draw, Pot of Greed, and we got, that's fine. We got Treacherous.
He ends up popping Treacherous anyway, so whatever.
So yeah, we figured that he was going to go for the middle card, so it's like, all right, well, we're going to pop these 2 cards to stop his plays, and then we top deck a Junk Synchron and go Shooting Star.
Amateur.
So
Junk
this,
Converter.
as we're saying, so you can go into Emitrix. You don't have to go into Junk Synchron, Junk Warrior. You can go into Emitrix and still go Shooting Star. So it's
Luckily, we went all the way to Shooting Star.
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4.
4 attacks, and yeah, Kite Wave was gonna save him.
Would have been sick if he had another kite which in his hand. That was our rank up duel too. Or duel level up.
Yeah, don't worry, but we've been like smashing at Kyber Cup. Obviously, once Kyber Cup's finished, which I don't think we're gonna make it to DLV 25 or max. I'm pretty sure 25 is max. But this shouldn't be a problem to move up the ranks. But yeah, that's the deck build. So you got your 3 Junk Synchron, 3 Converter, 2 Rush Warrior, 2 Drill Synchrons, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 MST, 3 Tuning, 3 Synchro Chaser and Treacherous, 1 Stardust Warrior, 1 Shooting Star, one junk, one Stardust, one Junk Warrior, one Jet Warrior, and one Christian Emitrix. That's the deck, guys. We hope you guys enjoy. Um, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have a good day, guys. Take care. Bye bye.